A land shaped by fire and steel, a nation forged through war and tradition, a people who rose from isolation to global power. This is the story of Japan, a land of ancient emperors, legendary samurai, and unstoppable innovation. From the mystical dawn of the first emperors to the fiery battlefields of the Sengoku era, from total isolation to becoming a modern superpower, this is Japan's epic journey through history. It began in the mists of time where myths and history collide. The legend says that Japan was founded by Emperor Jimu, a descendant of the sun goddess Amaterasu. Whether myth or truth, what followed was undeniable: a land of clans, warlords, and power struggles that would shape its destiny. As China and Korea thrived, Japan, an island on the edge of civilization, absorbed their knowledge. Writing, Buddhism, and ironworking arrived, setting the stage for Japan's first great kingdom, Yamato. But Japan would not remain united for long. Out of the ashes of early conflicts, a new warrior class emerged, the samurai. Trained in the way of the sword and honor, they became the power behind the throne. By the 12th century, the mighty Minamoto clan seized control, and Japan was ruled not by emperors, but by a shogun, the supreme military ruler. For centuries, Japan was a land of warlords and chaos, where samurai lived and died by the code of Bushido, the way of the warrior. Some fought for glory, others for power, but one man would change everything: Oda Nobunaga, a ruthless warlord with a vision of a united Japan. With firearms from the newly arrived Portuguese traders, he crushed his enemies, but his ambition was cut short. Betrayed by his own men, he perished in flames, yet his dream did not die. His successor, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, completed his conquest, bringing all of Japan under one rule. And when Hideyoshi passed, his most trusted general, Tokugawa Ieyasu, claimed victory at the legendary Battle of Sekigahara, 1600. Establishing the Tokugawa Shogunate, a dynasty that would rule for 250 years. For centuries, Japan closed itself off from the world. No foreigners, no outside influence. The shoguns ruled with an iron fist, keeping peace, but at a cost. Science advanced, empires expanded, the world changed, and Japan did not. Then in 1853, the silence was broken. The black ships arrived. Commodore Matthew Perry of the United States stood at Japan's doorstep. Steam-powered warships, armed with cannons never seen before, demanded Japan open its doors or be destroyed. The shogunate had no choice. And just like that, the age of samurai came to an end. With foreign powers knocking, Japan had two choices: be conquered or evolve. They chose evolution. The Meiji Restoration, 1868. The shogunate was abolished, the emperor was restored, and Japan transformed overnight. Railroads, industry, modern military. A once feudal land became a powerhouse in just decades. Japan would not just catch up to the West, it would surpass them. By the early 20th century, Japan had become a formidable force. It crushed the Russian Empire in 1905, proving it was now a global power. But ambition would lead Japan down a dark path. World War II. Japan's thirst for empire saw it expand across Asia. It took Korea, China, the Pacific. But in 1941, it made a decision that would change history forever. Pearl Harbor. The attack brought the United States into the war. And despite early victories, Japan was outgunned, outnumbered, and outmatched. Then came the final blow, August 6, 1945. Hiroshima, Nagasaki, 2 atomic bombs, hundreds of thousands lost. Japan surrendered. The empire had fallen. But Japan is a nation of resilience. From the ruins of war, it rebuilt itself into an economic giant. By the 1980s, Japan became the world's second-largest economy, leading in technology, innovation, and culture. From samurai warriors to bullet trains, from isolation to global influence, from ruin to revival. Japan's history is a story of rises and falls, but never defeat. Today, Japan is one of the most advanced nations on Earth, but its history is written in fire, steel, and perseverance. If you found this story epic, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more incredible tales from history, because the past is more dramatic than you think.